My child, I need you to stop everything you are doing right now and listen to the sound of my voice. There is a message that has been trying to reach you, a warning that your spirit has been picking up on, even if your mind refuses to believe it. We often think that the greatest dangers to our peace come from strangers or distant enemies, but the truth is far more unsettling. Someone close to you is secretly working with the police. This is not a random occurrence. It is a calculated move that has been happening right under your nose, and what they are planning could change everything you thought you knew about your life. Pause for a moment and breathe. I know this sounds heavy, perhaps even impossible, but I want you to scan your recent memories. Feel that quiet nudge in your gut, the one that has been whispering that something isn't right. You haven't been imagining it. You have been sensing a shift in the atmosphere that logic couldn't explain. The signs are there, subtle but real, waiting for you to finally pay attention and notice them. You have brushed these feelings aside as paranoia or stress, but your intuition is a divine alarm system, and it has been ringing for weeks. Keep listening, because this is bigger than you think. This is about the sanctity of your private life and your future. You know that person who is always around, the one asking questions that seem harmless on the surface but linger in your mind long after the conversation ends. They have a way of digging, don't they? They ask about your schedule, your finances, your past mistakes, and your future plans with a curiosity that feels slightly too intense. Think about the one who shows up just when things get heavy, appearing like a savior, acting like they know more than they let on. It is not a coincidence that they are always positioned in the center of your crisis. Their presence feels warm, familiar, like home, which is why you let your guard down. But look closer. There is a shadow behind their words. There is a duality to their nature that you are only just starting to perceive. While they smile in your face, they are watching, collecting, and piecing together a puzzle you didn't even know you were part of. The truth is unraveling right now, and it is closer than you realize. The veil is being lifted. Have you felt it lately? That strange pause in a conversation where the silence feels heavy and loaded. The way their eyes flicker away from yours when you share something personal, as if they are hiding a secret thought. It is not just awkwardness or social anxiety. It is the biological reaction of betrayal. It is them weighing every word you say, storing it away to be used by someone else. They are acting as a conduit, a pipeline of information flowing from your sanctuary to the ears of those who wish to bind you. Your instincts have been trying to warn you every time you felt a sudden chill in their presence. Those moments when you hesitated to speak, when you felt a check in your spirit for no logical reason. That was your spirit catching a glimpse of what is hidden in the dark. That was the divine putting a hand over your mouth to stop you from handing them the ammunition they need. Don't ignore it any longer. Something important is about to break open, and you need to be awake when it happens. This person, the one you trust, the one you call a friend, a confidant, maybe even family, they are not just listening to empathize. They are listening to report every step you take, every plan you share, every vulnerability you expose. It is being passed along to someone who is building a case against your destiny. They are documenting your life, not out of care or love, but out of calculation. They are trading your trust for their own leverage. But here's the good news. The divine is pulling back the curtain now, showing you exactly what has been happening in the shadows. You are being given a chance to see the script before the final act plays out. Keep going, because you are about to see the bigger picture. Think back to the last few months. Those times when you felt watched, like someone was tracing your moves without saying a word. That wasn't paranoia. It was real. Your soul was detecting the surveillance placed upon your life, the sudden hang-ups on calls, the texts that disappear or don't make sense, the way they dodge certain topics. It is all connected to this hidden agenda. The divine has been guiding you this whole time, holding you back from sharing too much, protecting you from a trap you didn't even see coming. You might have felt frustrated that nothing was moving forward, that you felt isolated. But that isolation was actually insulation. You were never alone. The truth is stepping into the light right now to vindicate you. This person's kindness suddenly feels like a rehearsed script, doesn't it? They always show up at the perfect moment, ask the exact right question to get you talking, but their smile never quite reaches their eyes. It stops at the mouth. It's a mask. They're not being supportive. They're collecting pieces of your life to feed to someone who wants to use them against you. But listen to me, the divine is faster. The divine is already shifting things, making sure their plans crash and burn before they ever land. The trap they set for you is about to become the pit they fall into. You've noticed the little things, haven't you? The nervous phone checks when they think you're not looking. The sudden energy shift when you mention certain names. The way they change the subject the second you get too close to the truth. Those aren't quirks. Those are cracks in the facade. Those are signals of a guilty conscience. The divine is opening your eyes, showing you every thread of the web they've woven around you. Stay sharp, the full revelation is at your door. If you're ready to receive the truth and break this cycle of betrayal once and for all, I need you to declare it right now. Type "I see the truth" in the comments. Type "Protect my peace." If this video brought hope to your soul, please consider using the Super Thanks feature to support our message. If you're ready for the divine to block every report sent against you, don't stay silent. Your words right now break the power of their secrecy. This is only the beginning. In the next part, I'll show you exactly how their plan is going to crumble and how the trap they built will malfunction in the most spectacular way. Stay with me. The moment of clarity is coming, and it's going to change everything you thought you knew. My child, the moment of clarity is coming, and it's going to change everything. You're about to watch their behavior shift hard. They'll sense you pulling away and suddenly double down, acting like the most loyal friend you've ever had. They'll swear they've been protecting you all along, spinning a hero story where they're the one who saved you. They'll say they had no choice. They were backed into a corner. They were just trying to manage the narrative to keep you safe. Do not believe it. The divine does not lie, and it's showing you the uncomfortable truth for a reason. Their words are already crumbling under the weight of reality. You don't need to confront them. You don't need to cause a scene. Just sit back and watch. The divine is moving pieces on the chessboard in ways you could never orchestrate. You've felt profoundly alone lately, haven't you? People pulling back, acting strange, keeping their distance with no explanation. It hurts. It feels like rejection. But I'm telling you, it's not rejection. It's redirection. The divine is clearing your path, physically removing anyone who doesn't belong in your next chapter. The room is being emptied for a reason. The real ones will stay rooted like ancient trees in a storm. The fake ones, the chaff, will blow away in the wind. Trust that solitude. It's not confusion, it's preparation for something massive. It's the calm before the most beautiful victory. This person still thinks they're in control. They believe their whispers, their careful words, their hidden moves are invisible. They think they're the mastermind. But the divine sees everything, every secret conversation, every exchanged glance, every single step they've taken against you is already unraveling right now. Their own plan is turning against them. And the tragic part is that they don't even know it yet. Keep going, because the truth is about to speak louder than their lies ever could. You've been feeling a shift in the atmosphere, haven't you? Like things are lining up in a way you can't explain logically. The same names keep popping up in random conversations. The same numbers catch your eye on the clock or on license plates. The energy around you feels different, charged with electricity that is not random chance. It is the divine showing you the pattern, connecting the dots before the big reveal. You are not lost in this maze. You are being guided towards something powerful. They have been careful, meticulously so, but they haven't been careful enough. A slip is inevitable. A text sent to the wrong person. A word they didn't mean to say that reveals too much knowledge. A look of panic they can't hide when you ask a simple question. When it happens, you will know. You will remember this moment because the divine has been preparing you for it. Their mask is slipping slowly but surely. And what is underneath will show you exactly who they are and who they have been this entire time. Stay with me, because we are almost at the breakthrough. This isn't about revenge. The divine doesn't work through petty vengeance. It works through clarity, through truth, stepping forward so you can see the path ahead without stumbling. The person who has been watching you, reporting your every move, is starting to feel the pressure. The atmosphere is getting too hot for them. They are nervous now, tripping over their own lies, forgetting which version of the story they told you versus the version they told the authorities. The divine is making sure their own actions expose them. You don't need to lift a finger. You don't need to investigate. Just wait. You have been carrying a heavy weight, haven't you? That feeling of being watched, judged, like you are walking through a storm you can't name. That wasn't your imagination playing tricks on you. It was the divine showing you what has been happening behind your back. But that weight is lifting now. The truth is lighter than the lies they have been building around you like a cage. Keep going. You are closer to freedom than you think. They thought they could outsmart you. They thought your silence was ignorance. They thought that their quiet questions, their fake concern, and their careful steps would go unnoticed forever. But the divine is always one step ahead. Every move they have made is being turned around. Every secret they have kept is being brought to light. You are not the one who is trapped. They are. The walls they built to box you in are now closing in on them. The divine is working even when you cannot see the hands moving. You might feel like you are standing alone right now, like the world is shifting beneath your feet, and you aren't sure where you fit in this new reality. That is okay. That is the divine pulling you out of their reach, setting you on a higher path where their plans cannot touch you. If you are beginning to feel this weight lift, if you are beginning to see the cracks in their armor, I need you to solidify this moment. Type "The truth reveals all" in the comments to claim your clarity. Type "I am protected" to affirm that their plans will not prosper against you. Don't let this word pass you by. Engage with it. The people who matter, the ones who are true, they are still there or they are on their way to you. The rest are being moved out for a reason. This person, the one you thought you knew, is starting to slip. You will see it soon in their body language. The way their voice shakes just a little too much. The way they avoid your eyes, that is not guilt. That is fear. They are realizing their plan isn't working. The why are realizing that the divine has already flipped the script. Keep watching. The truth is about to shine brighter than the sun. In the next part, I will reveal exactly how the divine has been protecting you in the moments you didn't even realize you were in danger. You will see how you were saved from traps you never saw. Stay tuned, my child. You have been walking through a minefield without even realizing how close you were to the explosion. But I want you to look back at your path. You've been protected all along, even when you couldn't see it. Even when you felt completely exposed, there were those moments in the last few weeks when you wanted to spill everything, to lay your heart bare to this person. But something held you back. Those times when you didn't share at all, when you felt that quiet warning deep in your spirit that wasn't hesitation. That was the divine keeping you safe. That was the hand of God covering your mouth, because he knew your words were being recorded in the spirit and reported in the natural. You didn't fall into their trap because you were never meant to. They dug a pit for you, camouflaged it with smiles and easy conversations. But your foot never slipped. The divine has bigger plans for you, plans that don't involve getting ensnared by a false friend's betrayal. And those plans are unfolding right now. The signs of this divine intervention are getting clearer, aren't they? You've noticed the shift in the atmosphere when you walk into a room. Think about how conversations stop dead when you enter. That heavy silence? It's not respect. It's the sound of secrets being swallowed whole. Think about how they fumble over a simple, direct question. They used to be so smooth, so quick with answers, but now they stumble. That's not your mind playing tricks. That's the divine showing you what's real. Every piece of this puzzle is falling into place. And the full picture. It's one of your total vindication. So soon, you'll see the whole thing, not just the fragments you've been sensing. Stay with me, because we're hitting the tipping point. It's almost time for the full reveal. They've been building something behind your back for a long time, constructing a narrative they thought they could control, believing they could dictate your life's outcome. They figured if they gathered enough dirt, they could own you. But the divine doesn't let lies stand forever. Their plan is crumbling, not because you fought back with human weapons, but because truth is always stronger than any lie. You don't need to raise your voice to defend yourself. You don't need to scream your innocence from the rooftops. The divine is speaking for you, and its voice is infinitely louder than theirs. You've been wondering why everything feels off lately, why the energy around you shifts like the tides. You felt unstable, maybe even dizzy from the confusion. But that's not chaos. That's the divine rearranging your world, clearing out the fake to make room for the real. The furniture of your life is being shifted for a brand new season. The people who've been watching you, reporting your every move to the authorities, or those who want to hurt you, they're starting to lose their grip. They're realizing you're slippery, impossible to pin down, because you're covered by something they can't calculate. Their own actions are catching up to them fast. Keep going, you're on the right path. This isn't about proving them wrong or battling wits. It's about stepping into what's true and letting the chips fall. The divine is clearing the way, showing you who's real and who's not. You don't need to chase answers or play detective. The answers are coming straight to you. The person working against you in secret is about to step into the light, and it won't be what they expected. You felt it, haven't you? That chilling moment when you catch them looking at you, and their eyes don't match their words. Their mouth smiles, but their eyes are cold, calculating, hiding panic. That's the divine revealing the truth in their silence. They're not as clever as they think. Their plan is unraveling, and the divine is making sure you see it before it's too late. Stay with me. You're almost there. The divine is moving fast now, way faster than their schemes can handle. Because every step they take to trap you is turning into a step toward their own exposure. It's a divine reversal. The snare they set is snapping back on their own ankles. You don't need to fight this with flesh and blood. The divine is fighting for you. And in the spiritual realm, it has already won. The truth is about to break free from the containment they tried to put it in. You have been carrying a quiet strength through this whole ordeal, haven't you? Even when things felt heavy, when you didn't know who to trust, you kept going. That is not weakness. That is power. The divine has been building you up, preparing you for this specific moment of victory. The person who thought they could outsmart you is about to see how wrong they were. The signs are everywhere now. The way they hesitate before answering, the way their stories shift and change details, the way they try to frantically cover their tracks. That is not confidence. That is panic. The divine is pulling every thread of their plan apart. And you are standing in the light while they scramble in the dark. I want you to reflect on the delays you have faced recently. You have been wondering why certain doors haven't opened, why some things feel stuck or stagnant. You have been frustrated, asking why not now. But listen to me. That is the divine holding you back, not to stop you, but to protect you. Those delays were never about you failing. They were about you being positioned for something greater, safe from the sabotage that was waiting ahead. If you recognize this protection over your life, if you see how the delays were actually divine detours around danger, I want you to claim it. Type "My path is clear" in the comments to align yourself with this new direction. Type "I trust the timing." If you understand now that the waiting was a weapon against the enemy, your declaration seals this truth. We are moving toward the final conclusion. In the next and final part, I will tell you exactly what happens when the full weight of their choices comes back to them and how you will walk away from this. Not just a survivor, but a conqueror. The truth is your shield, and it is unbreakable. My child, now take a deep breath and let your shoulders drop, because we have arrived at the resolution. You have been holding your breath for so long, waiting for the other shoe to drop. But I am here to tell you that the only thing dropping is the facade of those who plotted against you. It is time to step forward, not with anger, but with clarity. Anger is a reaction to pain, but clarity is the state of power that comes after the realization of truth. You do not need to be bitter to be victorious. You simply need to be awake. The truth is your shield, and it is infinitely stronger than anything they have built against you. Imagine that shield surrounding you right now. It is not made of metal or stone. It is made of the undeniable reality of who you are and who the divine says you are. They are starting to feel it now. The immense pressure of that shield pushing back against their lies. They are beginning to buckle under the weight of their own choices. Every lie they told to the authorities, every secret they kept from you, every manipulation they engineered, it is all coming back to them like a boomerang. The universe has a way of balancing the scales, and the divine doesn't even need to punish them to do it. The divine just reveals. It pulls back the covers. And when the truth finally steps forward fully, it is going to be louder than anything they have ever said about you. I know you have questioned your own journey recently. You have been wondering why certain doors haven't opened for you, why some things feel desperately stuck, and why your progress seemed to grind to a halt. You blamed yourself. You thought you weren't working hard enough, or that you were being punished. But that wasn't failure. That was the divine holding you back. It was a divine detention designed to protect you. If you had walked through those doors when you wanted to, you would have walked right into the trap they set. Those delays were never about you failing. They were about you being positioned for something greater, something safe, something untainted by their influence. You were being held in the waiting room while the divine cleared the battlefield. Keep going, because the divine is about to show you exactly why everything happened the way it did. This person, the one working against you in secret, acts like they hold all the cards. They strut around with the arrogance of someone who thinks they're untouchable, but they're not as powerful as they believe. Their power was borrowed from your trust. And now that your trust is gone, their power is evaporating right before your eyes. Their plan is falling apart. And the most beautiful part? It's not crumbling because you caught them or launched a counterattack. It's crumbling because the divine caught them. The foundation of their scheme was built on sand, and the tide of truth is rising fast. Every move they made to corner you, every whisper to discredit you, it's all being turned around. You don't need to do a thing. You don't need to force a confession. The divine is handling it all. You've felt a shift in the last few days, haven't you? Like the air around you is literally lighter. You can breathe deeper. The confusion is lifting like fog at sunrise. That's the pieces finally coming together. That's the divine clearing your path, making sure nothing false tags along into your new season. The person obsessed with your downfall is losing their grip. Their hold is slipping because they can't grasp the light. The truth is taking over, and it's stronger than their lies. They really thought they could control the story, didn't they? They believed their quiet moves, careful words, and secret reports would keep you in the dark forever. But the divine is brighter than any shadow. Every step they took to trap you has now become a step toward their own exposure. You've been protected all along, even on those lonely nights when you didn't know who to trust. That isolation was the divine wrapping you in a cocoon of safety. You didn't fall because you were never meant to. The divine has bigger plans for you. Plans full of prosperity and peace, and they're unfolding right now. The signs are undeniable. The way they avoid your eyes, the way their stories don't add up anymore. That's not your imagination. That's the divine showing you what's real. Every piece is falling into place, and soon you'll see the full picture in crystal clear high definition. They built a fortress of deception behind your back, thinking they could dictate your outcome. But the divine doesn't let lies stand for long. Their plan is crumbling not because you fought back, but because truth always wins. You don't need to raise your voice to be heard. The divine is speaking for you, and its voice is louder than theirs will ever be. If you're ready to step into this new chapter of freedom and vindication, if you're ready to leave the lies behind and stand tall in your truth, I invite you to join us. Hit that subscribe button right now. By subscribing, you're tapping into a stream of truth that keeps your eyes wide open. You're declaring you won't be blind to the enemy's schemes anymore. Don't walk this path alone. Subscribe and let's step into the light together. You are safe, you are seen, and you are free.